Hey guys and girls, my name's THEGAMINGTECH, welcome on in the channel. We're looking at Satisfactory again, and in this video I'm going to help you organise your blueprints so your blueprints don't look like this, and instead they're going to look like this. So hopefully we can go through this step by step and try and organise our blueprints into a more manageable system. So let's have a look first of all. So if we press Q and go up to blueprints, now hopefully at some point they'll add a button to actually go into blueprints so you don't have to do this, because it is a bit of a pest. But anyway, so if you go into blueprints, you can see there we've just got a massive list of blueprints. Now this is obviously my list of blueprints that I've been creating through my playthrough, which I've been doing live over on Twitch. So we've got a few all doing sort of varied different things. And you can see there they're all undefined, and that's where they all are. So obviously we can then try and organise this a bit better. Now you notice here at the bottom here we've got an edit button. Now if we go over to the blueprint machine, let's clear this. You see there, we've only got the options to load, clear, or save the blueprints. So we can't actually edit them from this menu. So we've got to do it from the Q menu. Let's get away from here just to get away from the noise. Right. Okay, so if we go back into Q, and then back into blueprints, you can see there, like I was saying, we've got our list of blueprints there. So we want to hit edit. Now, we want to add some categories. So I do categories first. We'll maybe add 3 or 4, something like that. And then what we can then do is hover over whichever one we're wanting to do. So for instance, let's click on the little cog in the corner. We want to name the category. So I have no idea what to name them. Oh my word, I'm terrible at this. So we want to name our categories. So let's do one nice and simple. Let's do foundations. So we'll apply that. Now, obviously we need an icon. I don't think there's... No, it doesn't look like there's anything that would sort of be relevant to foundation. So we'll hit the... Oh, now we'll maybe do the home button. Let's go with that. So we've got a symbol there. We'll apply, and that gives us our first category. Now we can't put anything into this. We need to create subcategories. So let's add a subcategory down here. We've got to click on that, and there's the subcategory. Now we want to name that. So I'm going to put down, for this one, blueprint. Yeah, just got to call it blueprint. And we're going to apply changes. So now what we can do, we'll go back into our undefined. So like I said, down here, I've got a concrete pad, which I've already set up in the blueprint designer. So it automatically puts it in 2 floors up, and it covers the whole blueprint designer. So it's a nice simple startup for designing my blueprint. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit edit. We've just got to grab it, and we're just going to drag it up into foundations. Now if we drop it here, because you can see we've got blueprint there, it doesn't add it. But if we come back out, if we drag it back in, make sure that it highlights in orange, it'll add it. So that's how you add the blueprint to that subcategory. So we'll apply changes, and then that's in there. So let's go back into this. Let's edit this one. Let's call it trains. Select an icon. Well, there's trains. Perfect. Apply. And again, what I'll do, subcategories. What I'll do is I'll do 2. So let's do single track. Now I've not actually started laying down any train stuff, but I have actually been creating some blueprints, or trying to create some blueprints to start it off. So that should do it. So let's apply that. So we've got dual and single. Now go back into this. Now this is another thing we can do in here. So obviously we need to hit edit again. So there's single track. Now we've also got, there's another single track there. There's another single one. So what we can do is hold shift, and you see it highlights them in grey. So you can actually do multiple, grab multiple ones, then drag them across into trains, and again make sure it highlights orange, and there it's done. It's dropped it in, so you can apply changes. So let's go back into that. So we've got, there's dual track. So again, you need to hit edit, click the dual track. That's the only one I've got. Thought I had more. No, okay. No, just drag that across to drains. Make sure it's in dual. And there we go there. Apply changes. So what we can do here, let's edit. Subcategory. Let's do factories. Let's do basic factories. That's the best way of spelling it, I think. Let me know in the comments. Select factory icon, apply. So if we go into that, oh, cancel. Go into that, add subcategories. Let's add a couple. What we'll do is we'll do smelters. And then this one, we'll do constructors, let's say. Probably spelt that wrong as well. Let's apply the changes. Go back into this one. Right, so let's edit. Edit again. There's smelter there. So again, we'll hold shift. We've got smelter there. There's another smelter. There's another one. There's another one. I don't know what the difference is between these two, but I'll highlight it anyway. Now it looks like that's all. Oh no, there we are. There's another smelter one. There's another smelter. Right, let's drag that across into smelters. That's done there. If we go back into undefined, now we've got ones for constructors, so not those ones, that's pure. So there's a constructor, so there's that one. Again, you can obviously take your time and do this yourself. So that gives you an idea on what we can do with this. Obviously I need to play about and do a little bit more, but that gives you the gist of what we're doing here. So hopefully that's going to help you organize your stuff a little bit better. What I'll do is I'll finish organizing this and I'll let you see how I've done it. With the power of editing, I'll see you in a second. Okay, so after a lot of jiggery pokery and moving stuff about, this is what I've come up with. We go into blueprints now. You can see I've got everything sort of set up in a reasonable fashion, and I'll let you see what I've done in each of them. So obviously we've got Blueprint Designer, where I've got like the concrete pad and like basic machines that I've sort of set up for doing blueprints and stuff like that. So that I think is how I want it. Maybe I'll chop and change. Now what you can do, if you want to keep everything together, you can hit edit and you can actually move stuff around. So if you wanted that up there, maybe bring that down there. We could have the smelters, say, at the front. We don't get them mixed up. So you can actually move stuff around. Then we could have, say, like constructors, then assemblers. Maybe foundry, and then we've got the manufacturer sitting there as well. So that's one way of doing it. And then obviously we can shift these about there. So there's 2, there's 3, there's 6. Makes a bit better sense. Same way there. 2, 4, 10, 20, and so on and so forth. So you can do that. Now, what I'd recommend is always, once you've done a little bit, save it, because I made a few mistakes by not saving, and I lost a lot of time. So if you're ever moving stuff about or adding categories and stuff like that, save periodically, or you'll lose your stuff and you'll get a bit angry. You can actually accidentally double stuff up as well, so you've got to watch for that. What apply the changes there. So like say smelters, the way I've sort of decided to go about this is I'm doing 2 subcategories, a basic recipe and an alt recipe. So there, obviously, we've got basic and there's alt there. Now, another thing you can do is say you wanted to move, say you created a new category and you wanted to move the whole lot into a new category. So let's edit. So let's see, so we're in assemblers. Say I wanted to move this whole category into lighting, say. So you can click on the grey bar, drag it, and you see it's got the basic recipe sitting there. Comes into lighting, and then bring it over to there. It'll add it into there. So it's taken it from there and it's put it into lighting. So if you did want to move stuff about in a group, you can do that as well, which is quite good. I sort of found that by accident. I don't know if anyone else has mentioned that before. And then just pop that back there. And again, you can actually swap these over if you wanted to have it the other way around, and so on and so forth. So again, I've got basic and alternate recipes. I'll do basic at the top, alternate at the bottom. Now obviously you might end up getting to the point where you're doing a lot more alternate recipes, then you could actually shift that up to the top. Foundries I've not really done much with. I've got one for space elevator, just for some of the basic stuff. To be fair, you don't really need it, I suppose. And again, we can move these categories down as well. So if you wanted to have everything in a set order, you can do. Obviously, we've got power. Again, you can swap them about. We've got pylons, we've got generators, and then we've got lighting. so I've not really done much with that as well. So hopefully that's given you a bit of a good overview on how it's all set up. And obviously apply changes. Always remember to apply changes. So hopefully that's a good oversight in how to organise your blueprints a bit better. As per always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. If you liked the video, please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell. Leave a comment even if it's an emoji for engagement. As always, I'll leave a link on the left for the series, as well as another video of interest. And on the right, a link to this channel. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.